Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, we're going to be doing a video, right? But first, I wanted to tell you guys what our experience was like during Hurricane Milton. Um, we experienced a lot of wind and a lot of rain. Generally, that is the general consensus of what you experience during a hurricane. Did we have any flooding? No, not really. Was there standing water? Yes. Um, were there a lot of downed trees? Yes. Downed power lines? Yes. Um, but we only lost electricity for a few hours, but then of course we have the generators, so we were saved by those. Okay. um we we didn't really have like any damage to the house, like when we got home, stuff like that. We were, there, it was fine. But that night, with the family and stuff like that, we had a lot of laughs. I will say that we kicked each other's butts in Uno. So that was really great. We had a lot of fun. The pets, they, especially the cats, they had the zoomies really bad, and I think it's because they felt what was going on in the atmosphere. You know, you know how they say that your pets, your animals, they feel what we cannot feel. So the cats had the zoomies. They were just rat racing everywhere. Um, but other than that, everything was fine. Everyone was fine. We didn't experience anything bad at all whatsoever. Um, I did hear from a lot of people saying that their batteries were not working. Brand new batteries were not working. Um, the only thing that we experienced that in is a few of our power banks. And our power banks were brand new. Okay, we'll say that. Because the power banks that we have, you can either use them by battery, by solar. Um, and I said, well, they're brand new. There's no need, to use the solar part. No need to like put them out in the sun or anything like that. I said, because the power bank, it's, got the batteries that are built in. And, I had checked them before the hurricane hit and they worked. That night, they didn't work at all. Um, but we were saved by our Opus, which is the solar generator. We were saved by that. Um, so we were absolutely fine. But like I said, yes, we did lose electricity, but thank God for the generator. I mean, it can't get any better than that. We are, 100% prepared for these things. Like I said, Sean and I have been living here in Florida since 1993 for me and 1995 for Sean. So, and the kids, they were born here. So, they've been here their entire lives. We were completely stocked up. The house was completely prepared. Thank when there was no damage to the house at all whatsoever. The fence, our neighbor's fence, remember when Helene had hit, the fence came down. When Milton hit, because remember when I showed you the pictures, when Helene hit, the fence came down and it landed on our side. When Milton hit, it landed on our neighbor's side. Well, our neighbor had passed in March on the 28th of March. And I've been in constant contact with his two sons. One lives in Ohio and one lives in North Carolina. And I had contacted his one son in North Carolina. His name is John. And I said, John, I said, it fell down again. I said, but not to worry. I said, but we had purchased 2x4s. They're 2x4x8. I said, so we, put the fence back up and it's secure. Now, neighbor on the other side of us, her tree came down. So Sean and my nephews, they went over and they were able to, the part of the tree, because the whole top of the tree came crashing down. And remember how I showed you when our tree in the backyard came down with Helene, and it went down, and it, like, a lot of the branches, they went down like almost like missiles, and they went down like 2 feet into the ground. Same thing with her tree. So they were pulling the tree out of the ground, and they cut everything up for her and stuff like that. So now my Aunt Marie, who stayed in Tampa, she lost she has one of those white PVC, the fence. Okay, we have chain link, but she purchased the white PVC fencing and she put it all around her entire house. That's completely gone. Her brand new SUV, water had gotten up to like, I want to say, like right above where the car doors are, right above that, and water had gotten into the SUV. But other than that, there was no water gotten into the house or anything like that, because they put the tarps down and then put the sandbags down, because that's how you're supposed to do the sandbags. Not a lot of people know that. When you have water coming from a hurricane, you're supposed to put a tarp down and then sandbags down. So that's what she did around the entire house. So no water had gotten into the house. The SUV, that would be covered by car insurance, and the homeowner's insurance will cover the fencing. But other than that, my Aunt Marie and my Uncle Pete are fine. And our house is totally fine, except for, the fence. But those were our neighbors that we helped out. But I know that you guys wanted to know how we fared, and we are absolutely fine. And I just wanted to once again thank every single one of you for your emails, your text messages, and your phone calls to make sure that we were okay. And we were fine. We were absolutely fine. We had the family here and Stormy Bug here. And we were absolutely fine. Okay, so now on to the rest of the video, but I just wanted to thank all of you for your kindness and for your awesomeness. I really do. Right, Buggy? Yeah.
And then also from that video, I started getting a lot of messages like to my Instagram from like actual like aircraft commanders, like squadron commanders.
No kidding.
I had a squadron commander from North Carolina reach out to me. They had to load a C-17 full of supplies just to take a photo op for Kamala, and they never sent the bird.
Wait a minute, what?
They loaded an entire C-17 full of supplies for the hurricane victims just for Kamala to go there, take a photo, take a video, and they never sent the C-17. It was just
Are you serious?
Yeah, and that was a National Guard, North Carolina National Guard unit. That was a 06 that reached out to me. And then I had another.
He reached out to you to tell you that they did a photo op and with the intention of never sending.
Never sending. It was just a photo op.
There is no such thing as its freedom. There is no such thing as democracy. Please stop listening to the mainstream media. Please stop listening to the Western world speaking about United Nations, human rights. This is evil. Nonsense. They have enslaved the human race under the banner of human rights. I beg you, they have enslaved the human being under the banner of human rights. There is no freedom in the world. The world is placed in the bosom of Satan, the killer of mankind. A snake, the poisonous cobra. Satan likes to do things in disguise, in quietness, in the depth. But the Lord forced him to surface up. He wants humanity to see. He's opening the eyes of those who are willing to listen to Christ. Those who are willing to listen to Christ, He is opening your eyes. What has been happening in recent years, it is absolute satanic. But all done in the name of human rights, democracy, United Nation.
Problem is Donald Trump is so popular. See, Donald Trump is a nationalist, Art. They don't want a nationalist. They don't want someone who's looking out for the best interests of America. They want someone who's looking out for the best interests of the global elites. And that is the Democrats. The question is, are they willing to cheat Trump out of the election and risk a full-scale revolt by poor white America? That's the question. That is the question. Are we willing to risk a social catastrophe if Donald Trump is cheated out of the election? In my opinion, Art, I believe he's the front runner. Even though they're reporting that Kamala has a slight edge, I'm not buying it. I believe Donald Trump is the front runner. And I believe he won the last election. I believe he beat Joe Biden, but got cheated. And it don't make a difference to me who wins, because none of them care about black folks. I want to be clear about that. But I believe he beat Joe Biden. If he gets cheated again, I don't think white America takes this laying down. I cannot see white America taking this laying down if he gets cheated again. The question is, are they willing to risk a civil war, a potential civil war in this country if he's cheated again? That's the question.
Black people keep talking about Project 2025, but they refuse to listen to Trump talk about the Platinum Plan. Trump has never produced or never promoted Project 2025. Trump never mentioned Project 2025 unless he was denying it. But Trump did mention the Platinum Plan, and you got black people who refuse to look up the Platinum Plan to hear what he had to say about it, a plan exclusively for black people and black communities. While Kamala, on the other hand, is saying, I'm not doing nothing only for black people. No, what works for black people will work for all of America. But yet she gave the Asians a hate bill worth $50 billion. Come on now, talk about it. So Trump got something exclusively for black people, and black people refuse to listen to it. And he only did it once. He's not pandering. He's not going to pander to black people. You know why? Because he don't need your vote. So stop arguing with them, y'all. Trump don't need their vote anyway. And for us that's actually supporting them and we going to vote for them, it's just making it easier for them. So if they don't want to vote for Trump, they want to keep voting for the Democrats like they've been doing, and Democrats keep lying to them that they've been doing, right? Then let that keep happening. Don't get mad. Trump's racist. Trump doesn't care about us. We don't care about that, bro. We're not emotional. We don't care about him either. We care about what he's going to do when he get in office. We ain't trying to hell that crap, that emotional crybaby stuff that the church and the liberals been teaching you. Take it to bed with you.